From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Hey folks, good morning and happy Saturday. We finally made it to this weekend, pretty much right here in the middle of May, and sure enough, we're kind of at that changing point where we're starting to get more into like summer patterns over the next several weeks. And really this week is kind of a microcosm of that, really is the best way to put it. Upper 70s in the valley today, Siskiyou, Modoc County 60s. A few rumbles of thunder still looking likely through this morning and maybe into the early hours of the afternoon out there in the eastern mountains, really east of the valley. Storm predictions there's falling in line with that as well. Of course, we're seeing that stuff out here in Modoc County in the eastern mountains through the next couple of hours, but it really moves off to the south and east portions of Lassen County, really down towards Quincy, Portola, and then out of here towards the Sacramento Valley with time. Don't expect much of that to be in the valley at all. Trinity County west, of course, you're doing just fine out there in terms of outdoor conditions. We'll be talking cloud cover here, but some of that marine layer still whipping just a little bit. Some of us probably also going to hit 80 in the valley south. So outside of those shower and thunderstorm chances that linger through the next, I'd say 6 hours or so out east, we really dry out in this extended term. Let's take a look at the futurecast. So here's what I'm talking about, right? You see that scattered stuff out there. 395 corridor really is kind of my delineation personally, or really Shasta County east, let's say Bernie east out there, a few scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two popping with those, but those fade so quickly that I don't suspect them to be a huge issue, especially in the second half of today for your outdoor plans. Notice as we head through tonight and into tomorrow morning, again, there's that marine layer I was talking about, pretty typical for this time of year with those winds out of the north. We pick up gusty winds over the next couple of days. So that is why we're starting to see some fire weather conditions creep on in across the area. It's kind of a twofold thing, right? We're ridging pretty nicely, so we're not seeing much in the way of cloud cover or moisture at all. So we're going to see those dew points really start to lower over the next several days, especially into that first portion of the work week, but even still extending it out towards the middle and end portions of next week. I'm not seeing any indications of precipitation, moisture, you name it here. We're going to stay pretty above average as far as temperatures are concerned. In fact, in the valley, we're going to be back into the 90s here across the area. So let's combine these facts here. So through tomorrow and into the first portion of Monday, we got this fire weather watch because of those gusty winds and that low humidity. Humidity values will be 15-20%, and gusty winds 25 miles an hour, greater than that even, will be coming in, funneling through the valley. Classic. We're getting this first one of the year, so we're definitely seeing that summer-like pattern kind of creeping in this respect. Let's walk through your 7-day forecast, see what we got here fresh from the Weather NorCal Command Center. There's that warming trend. Head a little further inland. You see those 60s turn quickly into upper 70s and 80s by that midweek time frame. Here's your time frame for those gusty winds and dry conditions Sunday and into Monday. So we'll watch that for some expanded fire weather conditions. Trinity County out here doing pretty well with those temperatures, right? Sunscreen weather's coming back in here pretty quickly. We'll be in the mid-upper 80s, I'd say. Maybe some upper 80s out there by Tuesday and Wednesday. Mount Shasta City, Siskiyou County will be in the upper 70s, near 80 by Wednesday. A few isolated rumbles of thunder in Alturas, Modoc County, and eastern mountains, Plumas County for the rest of today. Probably in the first half of the afternoon's your best shot. Notice those 80s creeping back in Tuesday and Wednesday. That's going to be the warmest time frame here out in the valley, especially windy for the first half of the week, and really today, especially into Monday. Notice those mid-90s. That's what I was talking about. Pretty much after Monday, that warming trend really takes hold. We're not going to see much at all in the way of a cool down, clear skies, beautiful outdoor conditions, but it will be toasty. We're definitely heading into the summer-like pattern. You really can see it very well here in the valley.